of the biggest issues that guitar players face is being able to put it all together in their play. We study scales and licks and chords and phrasing and all that kind of stuff, but when it comes to jamming or improvising, we sometimes freeze, and that's so frustrating. But what if I told you there was a simple exercise that would help you put it all together and you could learn it really quickly? That's exactly what we're going to do today, and it's a load of fun as a bonus. Let's go. You know, probably the most obvious thing that you can do to put it all together is, well, to put it all together. To play alone without a band or a backing track, but to still play something recognizable and that you're improvising to. I mean, yeah, you can learn a specific arrangement of a particular song, but that won't necessarily help you to improvise or to jam with it. So instead, we're going to do what I did in the opening, to play alone, but to improvise to a blues groove. Now, the reason you want to do this is because it forces you to put everything together. You're responsible for the beat, that is the rhythm, the harmony, and the lead lines too. It's so helpful for your play, but you might be thinking, that's impossible. And that's why we're going to build it all from the ground up. By the end of the video, you'll be able to play your own funky blues jam. Let's start from the start. We need to know the structure of the song. In this case, it's just a simple 12-bar blues in E. We've got 3 chords, an E7, an A7, and a B7. And it's just a simple turnaround with a B7 at the very end. Let's go over the chord voicings now that we're going to use. So this is kind of a funky New Orleans sort of groove. And it's kind of busy, so I'm going to avoid bar chords. And we'll use this as our E7 voicing, our main one. We use this as our A7 voicing. That may be new to you. And we'll use this, the same voicing, for our B7. Note on the A7 and B7, we've got the root on the E string. So we'll start out by just using those simple chord voicings over a backing track. And yes, I'm going to use a backing track for this. Once we get the groove, we'll take off the training wheels. So that should be pretty easy. You just have to remember 3 chords. But now we're going to take the training wheels off. Just playing one chord isn't all that interesting, so we're going to add just a little bit more. So here's the first trick that we're going to use in order to get us where we need to be. Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare, an incredible online learning community where you can learn new skills or brush up on existing ones. Recently, I've been interested in improving my storytelling, and wow, does Skillshare ever have me covered for that. There are all sorts of courses on storytelling, from storytelling in social media like YouTube to visual storytelling, storytelling in film, in business, and of course in novels, short stories, and the like. And I'm spoiled for choice with lots of great instructors too. If you've been thinking about learning something new or to enhance your current skills, Skillshare is a perfect place to start, whether it's for a hobby or to hone your professional chops. Photography, songwriting, gardening, or business skills. Whatever it is, Skillshare's got something for everyone. And here's some great news. The first 500 people to join Skillshare using my link get 1 month of premium free. So click the link below, join Skillshare, and start your free month. And who knows, maybe you won't have to start every story with Once Upon a Time. So before we get into lead lines or other embellishments, let's just add one voicing for each of the chords. So we've already got this for the E7. Let's add this. And we've already got this for the A7. Let's add this. And we've already got this for the B7. Let's add this. All right, so now let's demo using the backing track, but also using both voicings for each chord. Now the idea is to get you to move off of just one chord, so it warms you up for what's to come. That's the good stuff that's coming after this. So let's do a quick demo first. All right, if you've got that, if you've got the two voicings trick, you're ready for more, you're ready for the next trick, and that's the lead line. So let's get going on the lead line, and I'll show you how to integrate it. Okay, we're going to start out with just one lead line. Let's learn it first, and then I'll show you how to integrate it. So here's the lead line. Okay, now slowly. Okay, now it's time to do the demo, adding the lead line in. We're going to do this one without the backing track now. 2, 3, 4. See, lead and rhythm at the same time, and all we needed were two voicings for each chord and one lick. Did you notice how I didn't play the lick every single time? Sometimes I just played a different chord voicing, or sometimes I even just played one chord voicing. Whatever I wanted to do. Now there's one more thing that you can do to take it to the next level, and I want to show you quickly what that is. So one of the key things that we can do to get to the next level of this is to not be so predictable and play the same lick, right? But how do we choose different licks? Well, basically, if you learn how to play out of chords, it's going to be much, much better. And what I'm not talking about is playing a simple arpeggio, like over the E to just play, and over the A play. But instead, play little approach notes and things like this and outline the chords. Like here's, for example, here's a lick you might play over the A chord. Something like that. But how do you do that? How do you outline chords? Well, in this video, I show you exactly how to do it. So click on this video, check it out. I'll see you in that video, and I'll see you on down the road.